Alright, so welcome YouTube. Today I'm gonna be reviewing Olipop. Now my Walmart had 8 of these flavors in stock. I'm not completely sure if there's more flavors or not, but to me this was good enough for a start. So for the first two I have is classic root beer, ginger ale. For this next one, I have vintage cola, classic grape, lemon lime, which is like 7 Up, cream soda, strawberry vanilla, and cherry cola. Now these cans are like the Culture Pop cans. They were $2 a can, and I forgot to mention in that video that I had a hard time finding cans that weren't dented or had like a section like bloated out. But these I believe are also a probiotic soda as well. Yeah, it's probiotic, but these were something I wanted to review that was different from what I normally review. So I'll see you guys in the next segment whenever I decide which flavors I'm reviewing. Alright, so YouTube, out of like this whole, I chose to start with classic root beer because to me this was always like a classic soda for me. So let's open this up and see what it looks like. Alright, so there's what it looks like. Let's review it now. Alright, so overall that has like a nasty flavor to it. To me it kind of tastes like expired cream soda. Not sure when this was the expiration date on this. And it's not until August 2nd of next year, but overall it is nasty, and I would give it a 0 out of 10 rating for it. To me, I just don't like this. It's, like I said multiple times, nasty. So I'll see you guys in the next segment. Alright, so YouTube, I chose to do the cream soda next. Now I noticed it says like plant powered on the can. I don't remember if the root beer one had it or not, but let's get into this now. Alright, so there's what it looks like. Let's review it now. Alright, so that one wasn't as bad as the root beer one, but it does have a cream flavor to it, but to me it's like faint, like real faint in flavoring, and there is kind of a bad taste to it, but it's not as noticeable as it was with the root beer. I'm not sure if my taste buds had to adapt to it or what, but it wasn't as bad with this one. So I'll see you guys in the next segment. Alright, so YouTube, for the cream soda, I forgot to rate it, so I would give the cream soda a 3 out of 10 for the rating. I took a couple more sips of it after recording the previous segment, but to me it had my opinion still remains the same, but I noticed like the bad aftertaste a bit more than when I originally reviewed it. So let's move on to the cherry cola. Alright, so there's what it looks like. Let's review it now. Right, so that one, it like the cherry cola flavor is a weird one. Like, I can taste it, but there isn't really an aftertaste with this one, but the flavor itself is still weird. The cherry part is like a candy cherry flavor, but without the sweetness to it, and the cola part, I'd say it's also like regular cola without the sweetness, but I would give this one a 1 out of 10. But it is a little more tolerable than the other two, so I will see you guys in the next segment. Alright, so YouTube, with the Olipops, I'm just gonna start I'm gonna review 3 of them in this segment, just simply because the others that I've had I didn't like at all. So I just figured it would be better for me to record more in a segment rather than a bunch of segments. So in this segment, I'm going to be doing ginger ale, classic grape, and lemon lime. So I'm going to start off with the ginger ale one first. Alright, so there's what it looks like. Let's review this now. Alright, so for me that had the ginger flavor, and that was bold. There wasn't really much sweetness in it, but overall the aftertaste wasn't really there compared to the others. But overall it's decent, but to me it's the ginger flavor is too strong in this, so but I would still be fair with it. I would give it like a 5 out of 10. It's not the worst thing I've tasted, but it also isn't the greatest thing I've tasted. So let's move on to the classic grape one now. Alright, so there's what it looks like. Let's review it now. Alright, so for me that tasted more like how a grape normally tastes like, but to me this one is the best one I've had so far. It's not too sweet. To me it just tastes, like I said, how it normally tastes, and I would give this a 7 out of 10. It's not, like, to me it's not too bold, but it's slightly more on the bolder side compared to the faint side. So let's move on to the lemon lime one now. Alright, so there's what it looks like. It looks a lot like the ginger ale one, so let's review it now. Alright, so to me that tastes more like a lime than lemon, but the lemon is, you can still taste it in there. But this is also pretty good. I'd give it a 7 out of 10 as well. Now, I'm sure my taste buds needed to adapt to this because I'm not used to it, but I'm more likely not gonna re-review the ones I already did, but I'll still keep it. I'll still review the last 2. These cans are also too expensive for me to consistently buy. They're like $2 for a 12-ounce can, and that's way too expensive for me to consistently buy them. But I would really only buy them if I'm doing a video on them, so I'll see you guys in the next segment whenever I wrap it up. Alright, so YouTube, for this segment, I'm gonna start it off with the vintage cola first. So there's what it looks like. Let's review it now. Alright, so YouTube, for this, it has like a weird cola flavor to it. It reminds me of like the flavoring gingerbread men cookies have. I forget what exactly that flavor is called, but to me it's strange, but it tastes pretty good. I would give it a 7 out of 10. So let's move on to the strawberry vanilla one now. Alright, so there's what it looks like. Let's review it now. Alright, so overall that tastes decent. I would say the strawberry flavor is a little more dominant than the vanilla flavor, but to me this flavor in general is more on the faint side of the flavors, but like I said, it's decent. I would give it like a 6.5 out of 10. So overall, like, most of these were decent, but besides like the first two, I think, or maybe the first three, but overall they were, the ones I reviewed later on turned out to be better than what I was expecting. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.